Hey guys, this is Dekin from Team Crimson. I'm bringing you my new standard Naru's deck profile. This is after Aerial Steed Liberation, as you can tell, because of these super sexy Gauntlet Buster Excel 2 markers.
Gay!
Hey! Watch your mouth! But yes, I obviously play Excel 2 because Excel 1 is no longer needed because of a card called Gauntlet Buster. To start off, going into the grade 3s, we play obviously 4 of the new awesome, best, most delicious card in this deck. Oh, it looks so good. Is the SVR Eradicator Gauntlet Buster Dragon. For those of you that don't know, this is the Excel killer. It is continuous Vanguard Circle. During your turn, this unit gains 5k and a crit for each of your opponent's open front row rearguard circles. And then Act Vanguard Circle, Counterblast, Counterblast 1, discard a card from hand, and bind all of your opponent's front row rearguards. You may move all of your opponent's back row rearguards to an open rearguard circle in the same column. So he can board wipe for us, which is very nice, because then he just gains free power and crit. And then finishing off the grade 3s, I run 3 of Drill Boy, because I have had a problem recently with playing the 8 running into all of my grade 3s. He is our first ideal ride target, though, due to no one calls rearguards anymore until their grade 3 turn, because we will just kill them, and it's free for us, because Narukami. So it's ideally what we want to do is ride him first, swing, free restand, and you just plus 3, possibly more cards if you hit draws. But then moving on to the grade 2 slots, if I could grab them, I run 4 Supreme Army Eradicator Zuitan, who pairs beautifully with our boy Gauntlet Buster. Look at that. His skill is, if I could pick it up, auto rearguard circle. When your opponent's rearguard is bound during your turn, this unit and all of your Eradicator Gauntlet Buster dragons on Vanguard and Rearguard get 5k until the end of turn. And then auto rearguard, at the end of the battle, it attacked a Vanguard. If your opponent's front row has no rearguards, you put this unit into your soul and draw a card. So if we're going up against Force or Protect and we bind the 4 units, himself and all of my Gauntlet Busters will gain 20k. And same goes for Excel. If we go against them and like full field wipe and make them completely and totally reliant on the PG, we can do that. Continuing with the grade 2s, I play 4 of the Fiendish Sword Eradicator Cho-O. His skill is auto Vanguard Rearguard. When placed, cost Counterblast 1, choose a column, bind one of your opponent's front row rearguards in that column, and move up to 1 back row rearguard in the column to the front row. And then auto rearguard circle once per turn. At the end of the battle, your Vanguard attacked. If your opponent's front row has no rearguards, you Counterblast 1 and stand this unit. So he is really good, especially on the Drill Boy turn, because we can wait to swing with him if we really want to. Swing with Drill Boy. Drill Boy will restand, then swing with him, attack with Drill Boy again, skill, restand, attack. So we can have 4 attacks with just the 2 units on board. And on a Gauntlet Buster turn, when they're at 5 damage, we can have 2 of him on board if we have the Counterblasts, swing with both of them. They're obviously going to have to guard it, so no triggers. And then swing with Gauntlet, PG or die, and then restand Cho-Os to get more attacks in. We can also grade 2 rush with him if we're feeling ballsy enough, which I would not recommend, but you know, it can happen. And then finishing off the grade 2 slots, I run 2 Death Scythe and 2 Turning Bash Dragons. Turning Bash skill is when it attacks, auto rearguard when it attacks. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, cost Soul Blast 1 and choose one of your opponent's front row rearguards and bind it. I play 2 of Death Scythe because the Soul Blast 2 cost, is still kind of a steep cost to bind something. And this does exactly that, except mid-battle for Soul Blast 1. I play them because of the Drill Boy turn. If I don't have enough to, if their field is full and they're Excel, if I don't have enough resources right off the bat to Vomit out of hand, I can call a Death Scythe and swing with the Turning Bash, and that's 2 cards bound, 3 with Drill Boy, and if I swing at a rearguard with Turning Bash, I can still bind something. So the ability to swing at something that doesn't have to be a Vanguard and bind is really nice with Turning Bash. He's just restricted by grade 3, that's why I'm not playing him at 4 of. That finishes up the 2s. I've played 12 of them. Then going into grade 1s, we play the obvious 4 of Phoenix, because he's still one of the most busted grade 1s ever. And just the free, we can discard him for the cost of Gauntlet Buster, and it's a free call. It's free 11k call. Then 4 of Demolition Dragon. Here's my 1 promo. I want to get more. But we play 4 of him for the 11k boost, and so we can, if we go second, we first ride him and swing. Oh, it hits, I draw a card. It's just still really nice. And now their front row is always empty, so we just consistently have them at 11k. And then 3 Bolt Capture for the Drill Boy turn. If they decided that it was, oh, it's a good idea to plant something behind Vanguard, just kidding. Call, push it up to the front row. He's really nice. I only play him at 3 and not 4 because of, at a certain point in the game, he's not really totally useful anymore. I usually use maybe 1 to 2 of him a game. The third one is there, so I run into him more, and so I can discard him for Gauntlet. And then I play 2 Gibeons and 1 Helena. I play 2 Gibeons because at the end of the battle the Vanguard attacked, I choose one of my units. Until the end of turn, it gains 3k, and your opponent can't call Sentinels from the from hand for the battle that unit attacks. So really good on the Drill Boy turn, because I, after Drill Boy attacks, give him 3k, and for the battle he attacks the second time, you can't use PGs. Oh, he attacked again, give it to most likely a restanding Cho-Oh, and you can't use PGs for that battle either. I have this in here because I have found Protect is a problem that we face because they just have PGs. And I have the 1 Countercharger because I like the Counterchargers. I would play more, but I don't really use it. Also, on games that I need it, it's there. But Gibeon is really nice because I can have Gauntlet Buster Vanguard, a Cho-Oh, not a Cho-Oh, a Zuitan Rearguard, and they can be massive numbers. Okay, PG the Vanguard, but are you going to be able to guard from hand this massive Zuitan swing with the possibility of crits? That's my reasoning for it. Moving on, we play 6 crits, because crits are better than fronts in this build, and I goofed that up, whoopsies. But crits are better than fronts because the consistent pressure of my Vanguard swinging with crits in and of itself is dangerous, and then I have a restanding rearguard that I can just pass the crits to, and he can swing possibly twice with crits. Also, Zuitan at a massive number already. If I bind a lot on my Gauntlet Buster turn, or even in general, you pass him a crit, and like I said with Gibeon, oh, you can't guard it with Sentinels, so you gotta find resources from hand to guard with. And then I play 6 draws because I need the drawing, because Gauntlet Buster just makes us discard so much from our hand that if we don't plus, we almost die because our hand is so small. So it's just more beneficial to run more draws. I did at one point run 7, almost 8, but I then found myself being too much of a defensive player at that point, and that's something that you can't really do with Naros. You have to play more aggressive, especially now. It just helps with the hand size so that we can at least discard for not killing ourselves. And then obviously 4 heals, because we still would like to heal every now and again. And then my starter is Barrett Draco Kid, because to me, he looks like A, a brawler, and B, a mini Gauntlet Buster. And I like it a lot. I like it a lot, if you can't tell. But this was my standard Narukami deck profile. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave in the comments below what you think about it, and if you're running a similar build, if you're a Naru's player. And don't forget to like our Instagram channel. All right, see you guys later.